Well, good afternoon and welcome to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And today we're going to talk about art and visual art. And we're going to talk with Jeff Barber, who is the Arts and Events Supervisor for the City of Santa Clarita. And there's a new project, another new one. How many things are going on in the City of Santa Clarita? This is absolutely wonderful and exciting. And tell us all about Art to Go.
Well, Art to Go is a program we've been working on for about 2 years now, and it was inspired by a program that has been going on throughout the nation, and we kind of decided to just do it ourselves. And so we bought a vending machine, and the idea is that we put little pieces of art in this vending machine, and there's kind of two goals here. One is to provide some funds for our educational programs that Arts and Events does in the schools, art education programs, and then the other is to encourage people to kind of start collecting art in a small degree, and then maybe they would become comfortable collecting bigger pieces and more expensive pieces, of course. But this is kind of an entry point possibly for people to collect art.
So they walk up to this machine and they put $10 in and they get a wonderful piece of art.
Yes, and there's right now we have 10 artists that have art in the machine. We have 6 others that are interested. I'm sure we'll probably get a few more, and we have capacity, I think, for about 24 artists. So we'll get that thing pretty packed with art. Each artist has given us 10 pieces, and there's a variety of art, everything from oil paint to watercolor, mixed media, and we even have some pieces with origami on them. So there's a nice, cute variety of, interesting variety of art in the machine.
Now, when you say artists, you have artists. Do you get them from the Artists Association?
All over the place. Artists Association members.
So if there are artists listening who would like to participate this, once they see it and how fabulous it is, and they go to the vending machine, I mean, you're going to sell out of that vending machine so quickly. It's
I think so.
For $10.
I'm going to be buying
original
Christmas
artwork.
presents.
This can be, if you want to start a collection, you really don't have one yet, or you want to start a collection for your children or something, it's a wonderful idea, and you go and put $10 in, you can get all kinds of different genre. It's just incredible. Now tell us a little bit about the artwork itself.
Sure. Like I said, we have about 10 artists right now that are participating, all types of art that will be in the machine. And one of the things we'll be doing that everyone's welcome to join us next Thursday in Newhall at our art walk. And we're going to unveil the machine.
August the 2nd, right?
August the 2nd from 6 to 10 at the in the Canyon Theater Guild patio area.
Right.
They've allowed us to use that space to unveil this machine. So we're kind of doing a red carpet event. We're renting a red carpet.
And will the machine be located in the Canyon Theater Guild?
It will just for that night. Okay. And then it's going to travel around to various city events and and galleries. It'll be at City Hall as well.
How will we know when and where to go to buy this?
We have information on our website, the common-spaces.org website, which is our kind of our public art web presence.
Oh, so it's like a traveling vending machine.
Yeah, with art in it, and I think it's a pretty fun idea. And again, I think as other artists see it, we'll be rotating art and having all kinds of different art as we go along. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, we're 8 minutes into the show, and we haven't even met our guest. So tell us about our guest.
Right. This is Michelle. She's one of our artists, and she has done a series of oils.
Qui vont très bien ensemble. No, Michelle. So, Michelle, how are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
And it's so nice to hear that you're from Philadelphia, right?
I most certainly am.
Oh, wonderful. A lot of wonderful artists from Philadelphia, and I'm so glad that you're settled here, and
Thank you.
Your family and everything is here. So tell us about your art that's going to be in the vending machine.
Well, I contributed 10 oil landscapes,
Wow.
just of various areas in Santa Clarita. I thought it was important to keep the art local. It would be more of an interest to people who live here.
So, how do we make those choices, Jeff? If we go to the machine, we want Michelle's artwork. Well, how do we find Michelle's artwork in the vending machine?
Well, we do have information in each little box about the artist that we've requested that the artists provide us, and so that is in there. But basically, it's on whatever you just see the piece, so you don't have a name or anything. It's just whatever appeals to you, and then that drops down just like a Pepsi, and and then Then you find out who that artist is, which is kind of fun too.
If you lose your money in the machine, what do? You put your hand up and you pull one out.
Right. Unfortunately, you call me, and then I call someone else because I'm not really technical. So
in other words, there will be information on the machine if something goes wrong.
Yes, to who to contact and all that. Yeah. Yep.
You're going to be in big trouble, Jeff Barber.
It's going to work beautifully. They're going to drop down. Everything's going to be fine.
Michelle, so
right.
you found out about this and you decided this is something that you would like to do because your work will be displayed and you...
You know, it sounded like a great idea. I have children here in the Valley, and I think that the arts programs that this raises money for are really important. I collect art myself, but what a great way to sort of dip your toe in the water to see if you want to start your own collection is to find something that's very affordable and the pieces are beautiful. So I just think it's a great idea.
Well, we didn't really talk much about what happens with the money and so forth, but we'll do it after our break, and we'll be right back. This is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
Will they remember you? Everything is image, and you need your image on everything. For the most cost-effective solution, visit AmericanLogosForYou.com to put the name you choose on the things you choose. Advertise your company, promote your school, commemorate your family reunion. The possibilities are endless. Visit AmericanLogosForYou.com because everything is image.
I can't grasp why, but Bob's pitch seemed on target somehow.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but Bob was memorable.
I agree. Bob's pitch made the right impression.
Let's award the contract to Bob then.
Make sure people remember you. Visit AmericanLogosForYou.com because everything is image.
Well, we've been doing missions with you for a long time.
You chose the Santa Clarita Valley for quality of life, but you also need quality of health. In the last few years, Henry Mayo has dramatically advanced care for our maturing population, introducing life-saving cardiovascular services, achieving an advanced primary stroke center designation, receiving the highest cancer program accreditation, and developing new joint replacement and spine programs. In fact, Henry Mayo is now a Best Los Angeles Regional Hospital. Henry Mayo, helping ensure your quality of life through better quality of health.
Welcome back to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm visiting with Jeff Barber from the city of Santa Clarita, telling us all about Art2Go. So we learned about it. You get this art through a vending machine, and now what about who gets the money back? How is the money distributed? Let's say it costs $10.
Right.
The artist must get something, right?
They have an option of sharing half of that, so $5 for the city, $5 for the artist, or donating the whole $10. And so with 10 artists, we have a variety of scenarios with that. And then that money is put into a pot and used for our outreach to the schools.
Excellent.
For art education programs. And Donna Avila is the person that does all of those programs. You're familiar with her.
Certainly am, yes.
And she does a lot of work with CalArts and individual artists, and we do some stuff with the Cowboy Festival, poets in the schools, and we
So
actually
it's all
have students
intertwined and works together. Yeah, great.
So we're excited about adding a little bit more money to that fund. And
well, Michelle, now you were telling us you do landscapes.
Yes.
So how did you, because it's kind of small, what's the size of these?
oh gosh,
3 by 5.
She probably knows better than I.
3 by 5.
Yeah.
And actually, to work on some landscapes on something that small is a little difficult sometimes, isn't it?
Challenging, to
Yes,
say the
very
least.
challenging, yeah.
Especially when you don't have 100% perfect eyesight.
But it comes out well, of course.
They come out a little more abstract than you'd like them to, but yes, they come out okay.
It's all art.
Yes, it is. So it's definitely a challenge when you're not used to working on smalls.
These are beautiful, and you have different styles. And and your selection is excellent. And so,
and this is only 4 pieces of 10.
4 pieces. So, was that a consideration when you chose the artist's work?
Variety of medium and then just kind of the look of things. We didn't want 10 landscape artists, and we needed a variety of things, and so we do have landscape.
Why don't you describe? I know it's difficult because people are listening and they're driving and they don't want to have an accident, of course. But anyway, they can't see these. So if you could describe some of the work that you brought here, because we're sitting here looking at it, really 4 beautiful pieces.
Well, that one's orange, and no, just kidding.
This one's blue.
There's one that's done by Pablo Ceballos,
an American Indian.
It's American Indian, and he does a lot with aerosol as well as acrylic, and he also does like cutouts and then paints the image using I can't even think of the proper term at the moment, but he does little like cutouts and then sprays next to the cutouts and all that, and stencils, correct, thank you. And so that's the one piece there. The one we have with the origami, which is pretty interesting. So we have our seaweed, and it looks like there's some tissue paper or something on there, and with the origami, that's Shuko Nielsen, who as a matter of fact, actually, the bike rack project we're doing that we just discussed at the last Arts Commission meeting, she's doing that project. So she's doing origami and metal art bike racks for City Hall. And then Lori Finkelstein, the mixed media piece, which I really love, just the vibrant colors and then the wire that she uses to twist and add kind of texture and those pieces are pretty cool. Again, I'm looking at all these thinking about Christmas presents. I'm going to be set next Thursday, and then
he's going to buy all the artwork out of the
probably 10 of them. Yeah, definitely next week for sure. And I just want to remind people again that we're going to do a free unveiling reception with food and entertainment at Canyon Theater Guild, 6 to 10 next Thursday, August 2nd. And it's part of the monthly art walk in Newhall. And we thought, let's just unveil the art. Each artist will have a few pieces displayed, regular size pieces. Yes. And it's going to be fun.
So, Michelle, you'll definitely be there, of course, right? Because your work is part of the show. And so you will have 2 of your, what size work will you be displaying? Have you decided yet?
Yeah, I have a 12 by 24 and I think an 8 by 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's great. So we can go and see your work. And Michelle, I don't think we said your last name.
Thompson.
Michelle Thompson. Okay, great.
Thanks.
Now, Jeff.
Yes.
Are there other things that are coming up?
Oh gosh, yes. We have the. Feels like we've been working on this forever. This might be a 3-year project, but Stroll with CalArts, the audio art tour.
That's one of my favorites. I love that.
Just for the we actually have completed installation plans, and we will be installing the last week of August or the first week of September for sure. So by the end of the first week of September, that will be on the South Fork Trail between Valencia Boulevard and the Paseo Bridge.
At certain points you stop and you're able to see and listen to things.
Yeah, the idea is to transport people to different places on the earth at different points. Over 16 artists recorded sounds in the field. We have sounds from Nepal and from the Mediterranean, Iceland. So it's a pretty interesting project. Again, it's kind of once people found out about the project, they wanted to be part of it, and so we originally had about 5 artists, and then we got up to 16.
Well,
so that's coming pretty soon.
Well, it was because really it's such an original idea, and they really needed to be perfected, and it takes a while to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I look forward to that. But one thing at a time, Art to Go is ready to go very soon, and that's next week and on August 2nd at the Canyon Theater Guild, and this will be exciting.
Please join us.
No, I know that these are $10, and the way you were describing them, it's amazing because for $10 you really get a beautiful piece of art that can be displayed in your home, or you yourself will probably give them as gifts, as Jeff is suggesting.
Definitely.
Well, I just thank you for being here today, Jeff, and telling us all this wonderful, useful information. And thank you, Michelle, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Scratch Golf Accelerated, Santa Clarita's unique indoor golf training and fun center. We have great programs for kids and adults of all levels. Rain or shine, we're here to improve your golf game and have fun doing it.
It's great to practice with just the girls at Scratch.
We enjoy playing in the adult league at night. It's a great time.
And they make it so much fun for the kids, too.
We love Scratch!
Come see us at Scratch.
Did you know SCV-TV reaches over 250,000 people in the Santa Clarita Valley? SCV-TV's sports and event coverage has audiences in the tens of thousands. SCVTV.com has nearly 200,000 page views a month, and no other Santa Clarita media outlet has more friends on Facebook than SCV-TV. Can you imagine what it would mean to your business if your message reached all those people? If you need to generate more local business, or if you would like to uniquely position your company within the community, then consider SCV-TV in your marketing campaign. SCV-TV, the only local television for Santa Clarita.
An old knee injury used to keep me from enjoying the things I love most. Dr. Barraza has completely changed my life.
I never thought going to a chiropractor could make me pitch better, but it has. It's kind of my little secret.
What I do has proven to increase your quality of life naturally, without any drugs or surgery. Vertical Wellness, where your health and well-being is my business.
Well, there is no business like show business right here in the Santa Clarita Valley, and I'm Paul Strickland, your host on Thursday Matinee. And this is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. My next guest is Lori Morgan. And, of course, she is the chairman of the Santa Clarita Valley Artists Association. Is that for your
Although we actually call it president.
President. Oh, I like that. President. And that's more powerful.
Well, I don't know if it's more powerful, but...
So what's going on with...
Well, we've had a lot going on this summer so far. We just finished our week-long Summer Arts Festival, which began with a workshop, a drawing workshop with Glenn Knowles at our Barnes & Noble location. Then that whole week we had an art exhibit up at Tournament Players Club.
Wow, yes.
Culminating in a fabulous reception that Friday.
Friday night, yeah.
Sold many pieces, a lot of exposure for the artists, well received. And then the following day we had two different demonstrators in our gallery. We had Frank Eber demonstrating watercolor and John Paul Thornton demonstrating oil. We had great turnouts for all these events.
Well, let's talk about the demonstrations, so the listeners who might want to do that later on or go and see a demonstration. What does that involve, for instance?
Well, the Santa Clarita Artists Association has a free-to-the-public demonstration every month, the third Monday of the month at Barnes & Noble, and a renowned artist comes and does a demonstration for a couple of hours. You watch how they begin a piece. Each artist has their own technique, so it's very interesting. Even if you had, I mean, we try to vary the medium that the artist specializes in, but even if you saw two different watercolor artists or two different oil painters, their styles, their techniques, their tricks, everything, they're a little bit different for each one. So it's fun to go to all of them.
Well, yeah, and then you get to learn the tricks.
These
are things that you may take years to figure it out yourself, but then when you go and you see this demonstration, if you are a visual artist, then you're going to learn how
That's
to
true.
shortcut things.
And if you really like that artist, their techniques and how they show what they're doing, they usually have workshops as well. You can take their workshops.
Oh, okay. And what do you mean by take their workshops?
Well, most renowned artists, they do workshops. They charge a fee for these workshops. Sometimes they're 1 day, sometimes they're 2 days. What the Santa Clarita Artists Association is trying to do, and this is what we save money for, is so that we can give workshops free.
That's what I was thinking, and maybe you would be doing the workshops. But this is the artist's own workshops.
Right, but we can pay the artists to give the workshops and then provide it for the public to come free, but of course we need funds
But
to do
you know
that.
what's good about that is that if you're interested in a certain style and you're just beginning and you really you know what you really want to do and you find an artist and then you're able to see that workshop, then you realize, well, hey, you know, then I can get personal
instruction as well. Along with that, we just had our last exhibit at the gallery, the 5th showing. We were showcasing our scholarship winners, which was our high school student art competition.
It's amazing work too, isn't it?
Oh, right. And we were also, since we were doing that, we highlighted our members who are art teachers.
Yeah.
And people could come into the gallery and look at our different teachers' work and say, wow, I really like that. I want to learn how to do that, or I want to learn how to do that. And they could get students that way.
That's very, very wise of you, because you're really allowing people then to share, all people that are involved in the art, whether they be students or professional
well, we hope
artists.
so,
Yeah.
to attract all people to be interested in it.
So tell us a little bit about what else is going on, and then maybe about the...
Okay, along with the third Monday of the month, which is at our Barnes & Noble location, that's coming up August 20th, we'll have Iris Kiernan, who's a oil painter. We're going to be having several of our artists showcased at the Vine to Wine exhibit, which is on, I'll tell you that in a minute. I have it right here, August 18th.
You can use my glasses.
I like to bring, I mean, most of the time I could talk up a storm about anything, but it's nice to have little notes once in a while. Yes, that's going to be August 18th, 6:30 to 10 p.m. at the City of Santa Clarita Activity Center. It's a big event. It's a lot of fun. I don't know exactly how many of our artists will be there yet, but we have a nice area to showcase us, so that'll be fun.
Big, yeah. You do. Yeah. And so, now, give me the time again for that.
6:30 to 10 p.m.
All right, that's a wonderful place to go and to see some more artwork. And then, what about in town center there? What is
right at our gallery? We have the new showing, which just did their change out this week. So tomorrow begins the 6th show of our gallery with the reception on Friday, August 10th. And we invite everybody to come out. It's wine, appetizers, little desserts. Come see all the new work. There is nothing duplicated.
So can people actually buy artwork?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's up to the individual artists, the members. They want to sell their art.
Right.
You know, for the most part.
Of course.
That's not exactly how the Santa Clarita Art Association gets their funding.
No,
it's a benefit that we give to the members. They're allowed to sell their work. We take a small commission because we need the expense. You know, we have a lot of expenses.
And they have a place to showcase it.
And they have a place to showcase. And that's not the only place we showcase their art.
Oh, yeah. There's so many different venues. And, of course, Jeff Barber was my first guest. And, you know, of course, all the different venues in the city. I think there's about 10 or 12 of them that in and around, most of them in and around the mall there. So they're very, very interesting. And I know the place on Town Center is thriving. People love to go there. And it's easily accessible. And what a great thing to happen for you and for the city.
We're very fortunate to have that space right now.
We're talking to Lori Morgan, who is the president of the Santa Clarita Artists Association, and we'll be right back. This is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.
Hey, Zachary.
Ready?
You looking good. Great hit.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 166. The odds say it's time to listen. To learn the signs of autism, visit autismspeaks.org.
When someone abducts a child, they're not about to advertise it. But we will. Sign up at wirelessamberAlerts.org to get free Amber Alert text messages on your cell phone. Help put a child abductor out of business for good. Wireless Amber Alerts. A child is calling for help.
Scratch Golf Accelerated, Santa Clarita's unique indoor golf training and fun center. We have great programs for kids and adults of all levels. Rain or shine, we're here to improve your golf game and have fun doing it.
It's great to practice with just the girls at Scratch.
We enjoy playing in the adult league at night. It's a great time.
And they make it so much fun for the kids too.
We love Scratch!
Come see us at Scratch.
Well, hello again. This is Paul Strickland, and you're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And this, of course, is Thursday Matinee, which is all about the arts in Santa Clarita. And my guest is Lori Morgan, who is the president of the Santa Clarita Valley Arts Association. And she's telling us all about these wonderful things that are going on here. And what else is coming up?
Oh, besides the events that we also have our members' art in several venues around town. For example,
yes,
the CTG, the Canyon Theater Guild, we have one artist at a time there for each production. Currently is Lorlinda Osborne. She just put her paintings up this week for the opening of the
Wonderful Marvelettes or something, or the Marvelous
Wonderettes.
Wonderettes.
I believe that's
a combination of Marvelettes and what.
I want to say launderette, but I know that's not right. Wonderettes. Also at Valencia Art and Framing, we have member Peggy Patty has her watercolor art there. We also have Elite Smiles Dental Office, which is all of our members can bring art there. It's not one member only. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center.
Wow.
As well. Change out was this week, so if you've been there already, go there again. There's new art. Professional Tax Services. We have a few of our artists there as well. Fast Frame accommodates many of our members. I'm there right now, as a matter of fact, until the end of this.
And Fast Frame is what, next to Kohl's?
Next to Kohl's,
yeah.
In the Crossroads Shopping
Right.
Center. Following me will be Rick Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much most of the venues. There are, our members do have art in other venues, but they're not Santa Clarita Artists Association exclusive.
I think we should talk a little bit about your art, because if your art's being displayed currently, what exactly do you like to paint?
I have been painting with acrylics for probably the last 6 or 7 years, which is about half as long as I've been painting. So I started painting oils for half of that time, and now I've been doing acrylics. And I love to paint places that I've been to.
Okay.
Some things I make up on my own.
Right.
And even if I take a picture of something, I still
There's
make
a picture
it
in
my
your
own.
head anyway, right?
It's a picture in my head.
Yeah.
I loved it. My show right now at Fast Frames is called People, Places, and Things.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what it is. I've done portraits for people. Most of the portraits are commissioned. Places, my travels, and things. I do like to do still life as well, or flowers, which I consider things.
Yeah.
I like pretty things. My art is happy art. There's nothing depressing about my art, I gotta tell you.
As opposed to some social meaning.
Right. That's not what I do. I mean, as an actress, I have done plays where there's meaning involved. But my art, I like to keep it light.
Oh, good. Well, so we can go and see your artwork, can we purchase it right there?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
It's all now. Here's a little plug here.
Okay.
My art right now at Fast Frame is really reasonably priced because I've started a new level. And
what does that mean?
A new level means that I have learned quite a lot in this last year.
So you're ready to move,
and I've moved forward in my art. And
will it still be like acrylic?
In acrylic.
Oh, still acrylic.
I feel like I've really come a long way.
You found your medium.
I found it. I found how to work with acrylic.
Great.
And everything now is just at a different level, so these are really well priced, and even on my website as well, they're very well priced because now I'm doing something new.
Lori Morgan, what is your website?
It's lorimorgan.biz.
And you want to spell it out? Spell it out.
LAURIEMORGAN.BIZ.
All right. So we can go there and see your artwork, and actually we can buy it, right?
You can. You can buy my original work. You can buy prints of my work. You can buy cards of it, posters.
Excellent. For gifts and for who knows what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, so now we talked a little bit about the the facility over there on Town Center. But
Yes.
let's tell people more about that. Now the work that is there, it changes every
It
so
changes. We have a show approximately every 6 weeks. This show, I believe they titled it this time called Past, Present, and Future. And there's some gorgeous pieces in there. You really go down there. It's Town Center Drive, Suite 125, right next to Pottery Barn. And also, please come on the third Monday of the month to our free to the public membership meetings.
Okay, now where do you hold your meetings?
At Barnes & Noble at 6:30, third Monday of the month.
So if there are artists out there, and they are, and they're listening, and you really don't know how to get started or get involved and to exhibit your work, or just to learn about how you would once you feel comfortable about doing that, and to meet other artists and to speak with them and find out how they got started, just go to the meetings.
They can come to the meetings, they can come to the gallery, they can go to our website, which is santaclaritaartists.org, and find out about us. We'd love to meet you.
And there's a certain fee that it costs to be a member for a
There is.
yearly annual fee or something?
It's an annual fee. It's $50 for full membership. It's $40 for seniors and $20 for students.
And you mentioned early on workshops, so there are people that actually, does the Artists Association have its own workshops too?
They're very expensive to put on, so we're trying. We did have a workshop
In the beginning.
for our Summer Arts Festival. We got a grant from the City of Santa Clarita. Thank you very much.
Yes,
And
the City of Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
The arts-friendly City of Santa Clarita.
Very friendly.
Yes, exactly.
And that enabled us to do this whole Summer Arts Festival.
That's incredible. So now the next exhibit that's coming, what will that be at the within the 6 weeks?
At the gallery, it's just opening this weekend.
Okay, great. And in the next one that's coming, have you planned that one out yet?
The gallery committee has, I'm sure they've planned it out already. I'm just the president. I'm not the gallery committee. I let them do that.
No, I was just wondering if you happen to know.
I don't know what it is. I like to be surprised too.
Well, we all will be surprised. So we have about a minute left if you want to go through and tell us what we discussed earlier. That maybe some
Really
listeners did not
quickly,
hear.
we have our membership meeting coming up August 10th at Barnes & Noble at 6:30. And we will have several of our artists displaying their art at the Vine to Wine Classic, Vine to Wine Classic, which is August 18th, 6:30 to 10 p.m. at the Activity Center. And that's pretty much what's coming up right now.
And in case people know of that, Activity Centers still call it the Sports Complex. That's where it is.
Oh, is that what it's called?
It once was. But thank you so much, Lori, for being the guest today. And we look forward to talking with you most every month. And we'll look forward to seeing you in August and hearing about all the neat things that are going to be happening then.
I will be. I'll be here in person for the Senior Spotlight
That's
tomorrow.
right. Senior Spotlight's tomorrow.
But I'm not necessarily on the air.
Well, yeah, but you never know.
You never know. All right, thanks for having me, Paul.
Oh, you're welcome. This is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS, and we'll be right back.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Oh, it's gone. Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available?
Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
Just been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo.
Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg.
I use a wheelchair. It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you.
Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
To great things. Find out how a healthy lifestyle can help your child succeed.
Nice.
Hey guys. Oh, I've been looking for that. Has legal seen this?
Yeah. Cheryl, what happened to your
Oh, yeah, I know. If it gets any worse, I'll have it checked out.
Worse? How could it get worse?
Yeah, maybe we should call somebody?
I'm fine.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And my next guest is going to tell us all about an event that's going to be happening very, very soon. It is put on by the Santa Clarita chapter of the Compassionate Friends, and it's Alice Reynolds. And Alice, we're going to be hearing the work of a singer, Alan Pedersen, and but tell us about Angels Across the U.S.
Angels Across the U.S. is with Alan Pedersen, and he is a bereaved father. And about, trying to think, about 11 years ago, he lost his only daughter in a car accident. And he put on this Angels Across the U.S. to share his work of music across the U.S. and to show bereaved parents that you can survive that devastating loss. So he goes around the U.S. Putting on workshops with his music and workshop. And he believes that we were put on this earth to love them for as long as we live, not for as long as they lived.
That's absolutely true, and what a wonderful thing that he's doing, as the wonderful things that you do and you're a part of too in our community, and we truly appreciate this. Now, this is going to be at the Real Life Church.
Yes, we normally meet. Our support group normally meets at the Fellowship Christian Church in Saugus, but our meeting room is quite small, so we've secured a room at the Real Life Church on 23841 Newhall Ranch Road. So it's a much bigger room to accommodate a much bigger group,
Yeah,
yes.
it's really big. It's probably the largest facility there is in our valley.
Right, right.
Yeah, it is absolutely spectacular. So now, the public is invited.
The public is totally invited, anybody. It's not suitable for young children, of course, because it's, the topic's not all that great. And for them to sit still through all of that. So
well, even though not for them, but for people listening, I think maybe we should just explain a little bit about what the topic is and so forth.
Well, like I said, it's for bereaved parents, also for grandparents, and for anybody who's lost a sibling as well. So he's going to, like I said, play his music. All his music is dedicated to, a parent who's lost a child. So there's healing in there. He does do a topic as well. It's a gentle mix of humor and straightforward from the heart talk, wrapped around powerful songs and loss. So, I'm sure it's going to be an emotional evening and hopefully a healing one as well.
Well, we're fortunate enough to have a CD of that. We're going to hear some of his music, and this is the song that we're going to hear. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the song that you're going to hear is a song that we play every year at our candle lighting in December. The second Sunday in December is a worldwide candle lighting event, and we play this every year on that event. And it's, I think, I Hold a Candle Tonight, and he wrote that specifically for that candle lighting event. And it's pretty emotional. It's about lighting a candle and remembering our children.
And that's just a wonderful thing. We should never forget that.
Right.
And as you say, you carry that with you, even though they are not here. They still are here.
Yeah, and it's we always want to still remember them, even though it's painful. And sometimes it's painful for those that haven't gone through it, because they think it's painful for us, but it's for a parent who has lost a child. That's something we always want to get for others to remember, that we don't ever want to forget them.
No, I know you're very much involved in the Every 15-Minute program that's done throughout our school system here in the Heart District, and because you are a parent that have lost children. So, and I know that's difficult for you too, but still, it's important that people remember that and they know. Because it has a lot of meanings on different levels.
Yeah, Alan has done in memory of his child is and part of his healing is to do these songs and to go around the country and speak. Part of my healing process is talking in the valley to kids about safe driving and hopefully to save other kids, and that's part of my healing process.
Which, of course, does not involve drinking or drugs.
Exactly. Reckless driving,
Right.
drinking and drugs.
And it just seems like it's ongoing. Just the other day, right here, very close to the radio station. In
Yes.
fact, there was a terrible accident.
Yeah, it seems like it's back up again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we need to do some more talking again or getting it back in the public light, but it just seems like...
I know in the Heart District there's a big concern about the influx in drugs, and we're working with the Sheriff's Department in the city of Santa Clarita to actually start a new program and to really try to help kids and parents understand that this actually exists here in our valley. There are these problems, and we have to deal with them head on. And otherwise, we're going to continue to have, as you were describing, these accidents, and it just seems to be like you're saying. It's a lot of them are happening right now again.
Yeah, they need to wake up. Kids and parents need to wake up and know that it's out there.
So this event will be something that really will also help in that area too, and make people aware if they go to see something like this.
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
And we'll just mention again when it is.
Again, it's Thursday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. at the Real Life Church. The address again is 23841 New Hall Ranch Road in Valencia.
And it's Alan Pedersen, and he's going to play and also speak for the local grief organization Angels Across the USA Tour 2012. He must have been, obviously he's going across the country here.
Yes, his plan is to tour across the country. He also did this in 2010 and 2011.
Now, does he start here? Is this the first one?
No, I think he's been touring for a while.
Okay, that's good. So, but it's on the West Coast now. Probably will go.
Well, actually, he actually made it. He thought we were in Santa Clara when he contacted us, and we got the ball rolling. And all of a sudden, he goes, "Oh, I thought you were in Northern California." And I said, "No, we're in Southern California." And we had already made the arrangements for him to be here, got the room and everything. And he goes, "Oh, well, I'm going to be in Northern California at that time." But he made the commitment to be here, and so he is going to be here. But actually, this time, he's in August. He's going to be in Northern California.
We live here, and we know how huge California is, and it takes up the majority of the coast here in the continental United States. But if you go back east, you go through about 6 or 7 states, the distance of California. So there's quite a difference.
Right.
And Alyssa, it's nice talking to you, and we'll hear even more. We'll take a break and then come back and listen to the music and then discuss it further.
Okay, great.
This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Did you know the first gold in California was discovered right here in the Santa Clarita Valley, long before Sutter's Mill? Did you know our valley was the birthplace of the California oil industry? Did you know that when Los Angeles joined the rest of the country by rail, the tracks came together in Santa Clarita? You might know we're a popular location for filming, but did you know we always have been? Learn all about Santa Clarita's fascinating history at scvhistory.com or visit the Saugus Train Station Museum in Old Town Newhall, weekends 1 to 4.
Do you know how much water you use daily? A typical Santa Clarita Valley resident averages 270 gallons every day. You can lower your water number with simple adjustments to your outdoor watering. Replace a section of your water-guzzling grass with California-friendly plants. Reduce evaporation by watering at night or early morning. And set your sprinklers to run for 2 short cycles to avoid runoff. What's your water number?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wanna know what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
The odds of a child being in a Broadway show are 1 in 11,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 166. The odds say it's time to listen. To learn the signs of autism, visit autismspeaks.org.
Well, welcome back to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm visiting with Alice Reynolds, and she's telling us all about the award-winning songwriter and bereaved father, Alan Pedersen. And let's hear some of his music now. This is from Angels Across the USA. It's a tour 2012, and he will be here August the 2nd at the Real Life Church. and he is a bereaved father, nationally recognized inspirational speaker and singer on grief and loss. And we're going to try to listen to this music again. Technical problems here at KHTS, your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Nope, I think we're stuck. Okay, well, listen, in August of 2001, Alan's only daughter, Ashley, was killed in an automobile accident in Colorado, and the tragedy took his life in a direction that he, of course, never imagined, and his pain and journey through finding joy again have been the subject matter for 4 highly acclaimed CDs of original songs, and this particular song is called "I Hold That Candle," and we're trying to get it up and playing for us. But so we'll talk a little bit about him. He's a keynote speaker and workshop presenter, and unfortunately we are not able to listen to the music. And so, Alice, I know this music is popular with bereaved people around the world and is used in hundreds of candlelight lighting services. What exactly are those services, candlelight services?
The candlelight service, like I said, was held is the second Sunday in December. Compassionate Friends, it's a worldwide candlelighting event that's held around the world. It starts in I think New Zealand, and then it's held at 7 o'clock around the world. So you have virtually a candlelight around the world, remembering our children. So virtually there's a candle around the whole globe. Time zone, yeah, each time zone. So around the world you have a candle burning. And it's just remembering our children in December, so kind of our Christmas with our children.
I know.
Yeah.
And so I know that this is something that really affects a lot of people and a lot of families across the world, as you're saying. And right here in Santa Clarita, I know there are a lot of people here that have experienced incidents such as
right.
this.
And this also is for grandparents as well as a sibling or someone who's lost a sibling as well. This support group is a self-help support group.
Now, this is at the Real Life Church, and have the churches been involved in passing this information along?
Yes, we put a flyer up at the Real Life Church, and we put a flyer up at a couple other churches as well.
And this will be Alan Patterson's music, or will there be other music?
No, it just will be his music only.
Mm-hmm. And we talked a little bit about the fact that he has 4 CDs, and they probably will be for sale. If not, the people can go online.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be probably bringing some of his CDs, but also I know for sure that you can go online to his website and order the CDs from there.
And when you're listening to this inspirational music, can you tell me a little bit about what the music is about? I know he's a guitarist. I know that.
Yeah, he has a guitar, and it's a very simple music, but it's all written from his point of view, from losing his daughter, and the direction on healing, and on the life, his life turning around, and remembering her life, and lending a hand to somebody else on healing as well. He's spoken at a lot of different events. He just spoke at the national convention that we just had in Costa Mesa, where we had over 800 to 1,000 people attending. And I heard him speak, and it was just very inspirational on getting through that grief and getting to the point of remembering your child's life and that they lived, and rather than that they died. And that's a very good point in your life.
And music is such a powerful way to
get that message out.
Get the message across, and also to relive it. I mean, if you're experiencing any kind of melancholia, then you can just you have the music there, and you can listen to it, and
yeah,
you remember.
It's when you have that music to listen to and get through. It's that message that you can listen to daily.
Yeah, it is, and it does, like you're saying, grandparents, but siblings too,
Yeah,
So.
and that's a part of a group that you don't always think about. A sibling losing a brother or sister,
Yeah.
that you don't think about that group. And also, a grandparent also has a tough time through their grief journey because they not only lost a grandchild, but they're seeing their child suffer through a loss, and sometimes they have a hard time getting
Yeah.
through their grief as well. And we don't think about them as a lot.
Yeah, because you start thinking to yourself, well, come on, I'm an older person, and why am I still allowed to live? And this is a child that never can experience life.
And sometimes we think parents that lost an older child doesn't have to grieve, but a parent that lost a 50-year-old, that's still their child, and they still have to grieve too. Just it doesn't mean a parent who lost a young child, an older parent that lost a 50-year-old, they're still losing their child. They're still bearing their child before them, and that's still grief, and they still have to get through that journey as well.
Well, I think it's a wonderful thing that Alan Pedersen would want to. First of all, recognize how important that is, and then be able to write music, and then to go and perform this music around the country, and as you're saying, around the world. And so let's remind people again about the event, when it is, about Alan Pedersen and his music, and how we can go and see him.
Okay, this is an event sponsored by the Santa Cruz chapter of the Compassion Friends, and Compassion Friends is a self-help group to support the loss of a child, a sibling. It's called Angels Across the U.S., and that's the tour that Alan Pedersen is putting on. It'll be Thursday, August 2nd at 7 o'clock p.m., and it's being held at the Real Life Church at 23841 Newhall Ranch Road in Valencia.
Well, thank you, Allison. Thank you so much for being our guest today and sharing that with us, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, this is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.